Chances are that if a stadium of 50,000 people is against you, you did nothing wrong. Good evening and welcome to We Lied to You News. What happens when Trump plays water polo with Venezuelans using missiles? We'll find out in a minute, but first, the most pivotal story in our country. Going viral for screwing your boss is one thing, but going viral for screwing over a kid gets even more attention. We'd like to congratulate Phillies Karen for becoming the new most beloved person in America. Our forensics team has drawn a lot of political nuance from the incident that you might not know, but first, the broad strokes. After a home run was hit and the lady with the man's haircut didn't get the ball, she felt entitled enough to rush the father and son who ended up with the ball and demanded it. After shaking like a frightened little girl when confronted by the lady, the father bitched out, took the ball from his son, and gave it to Elizabeth Warren's body double. But Phillies Karen's work is never done. After she was booed by the entire stadium, she then got in another guy's face. And she capped off her stellar performance of winning friends and influencing people by flipping off the entire stadium. Likeable lady, that one is. This just in communism didn't work this time either news. Citizens in Nepal have rose up, burning down government buildings, and the military joined forces with the citizens, forcing the communist leaders to resign and flee for their lives. But we can assure you, next time communism will probably work, so be sure to vote Democrat in 2028. Now back to our regular story. With Phillies Karen, there is a lot that can be told about the political inclinations of the people involved. Let's break it down, starting with Phillies Karen herself. As you can see, she's a woman acting like a bully. Dead giveaway she's a liberal. And in this photo of her charmingly flipping off the entire stadium, notice all of her children sitting in the seats around her.
I don't see any children.
That's because she aborted them all, so they're not alive to be there. Another dead giveaway she's a liberal. Now, what about the father in the incident? As you can see him approached by the woman filled with toxic masculinity, you see him frightened, shaking, and visibly acting like a woman. This would be a liberal man, likely with a tampon properly inserted. The father then takes from his own family and gives to someone else just because they felt entitled to it, which is socialist behavior that the liberal father obviously subscribes to. What about the kid? Well, as he experiences the consequences of the wrath of a bullying woman and the vulnerability of being unprotected by a ladylike father, you're most likely looking at a future J.D. Vance voter. But what happens when adults at baseball games don't act like children? Take a look.
And how about some pretty nice sportsmanship by a Blue Jay fan out there, and then a young Yankee fan, oh boy.
Well, I guess it becomes something that's not all about you, and no good can come from that. Right, Phillies Karen? And with the Christmas season coming up, the Karen Ball Snatcher doll makes a perfect gift for children. And for the limited edition interactive version, after you give the doll to your child, Karen will creep up and take it from your child. Her life is probably very enjoyable right now. Moving along. Over the weekend, a drug smuggling boat originating from Venezuela had a missile dropped on it by the Trump administration. About the controversial bombing, we reached out to the Venezuelan drug smugglers for comment, but they've yet to return our calls. And over the weekend, pop star singer Ariana Grande, while winning an Eating Disorder Achievement Award, had this to say.
And thank you to my therapists and gay people. I love you.
Well, Ariana, on behalf of all the gay people, you're welcome. I'm glad our butt means so much to you. Speaking of which, our resident gay correspondent Don Lemon took to the streets of New York to see how people are doing with all the crime we pretend isn't happening. Take a look.
Who are you? Don Lemon. You're a moron, dude.
Everybody loves Don. That's it for today's news. Oh, and by the way, Chris Christie warns that RFK Jr. is a danger to America's health. So be forewarned about that credible information. Good night. It's no mystery, we're living in a world where you will not be healthy by accident. And I think one of the most potent things people can do to increase their overall health, manage their weight, reduce their stress, sleep better, ultimately feel happier, is infrared saunas. For example, a study out of Finland showed that regular sauna use reduces all-cause mortality by 40%. But one of the biggest obstacles in the way is it can take a long time to drive to a sauna facility, or having your own sauna can be super expensive and take up a lot of valuable space in your home. But not anymore, because all those problems are solved with a Bond Charge infrared sauna blanket while delivering all the benefits. This is the sauna system I use in my home and that I rely on. The infrared sauna blanket is super powerful, heats up fast, and is convenient. When I'm using it, I just take it out of the closet, roll it out, use it. When I'm done, I wipe it down and put it away. On his podcast, I recently heard Joe Rogan say he takes his Bond Charge infrared sauna blanket everywhere he goes when he travels. I need to up my game. Bring all the benefits of infrared sauna into your life with the Bond Charge infrared sauna blanket. Go to bondcharge.com/JP and use discount code JP for 15% off. Also, for extra savings, know that all Bond Charge products are HSA, FSA eligible, offering you up to a 40% tax-free savings. That's bondcharge.com/JP. Enjoy.